Hey y'all, it's Elena Andrews from Monroe, Georgia, and I'm sitting in one of my very favorite spots in my yard, in my backyard, and it's my patio. Maybe this is my favorite spot in my backyard. I don't know. Now really, maybe this is my favorite spot in my backyard, under this awesome tree. But I'm not here to show you my backyard. I'm here to cook for you. So I am excited to make for you today a lemon ice cream cake. And it actually is my mother's recipe, so I did call her and ask for her permission. And she's been making this forever, and my family loves it. It's a favorite of my uncles, it's a favorite of my brother-in-laws, and she would even make it for their birthdays. So I decided, what if we added cream cheese to it? And I think it's just gonna make it be so much more yummy than the original recipe. So let's go to my kitchen and we'll start making this awesome dessert. Okay, I know I said that I was going to my kitchen, but I changed my mind. It's such a beautiful day that I decided to just do a little bit more outside. But these are the ingredients to this lemon ice cream pie. And as you can see, it's like so simple. You have ice cream, so I gotta do this fast so my prop doesn't melt. But you've got vanilla ice cream. This is sweetened condensed milk. A graham cracker crust. You can make yours from homemade, but I'm going super easy today, and I just bought an already made store-bought crust. The star ingredient, the Philadelphia cream cheese, and some lemon juice. And the most difficult part of this recipe is squeezing those little lemons to get all the juice out. The thing that I love about this recipe is you can make it to suit your own taste. If you like it to be really tart and your mouth to pucker, then that's what you can do. If you like it just to be a little light citrus, then you can do that too. But it's gonna be so much fun to make. I get so excited when I talk about food and talk about cooking. So this is a super easy thing, and I'm gonna go throw it together for you. All right, the first thing that we're going to do to make this ice cream pie, I called it a cake earlier, scratch that, it's an lemon ice cream pie. And you want to leave your ice cream to let it sit out for a little bit and get kind of soft, and then that way it's easier to spread into the pie. But that's the first layer is your vanilla ice cream. And you can use any brand, it doesn't matter. And then we're just going to spread this into our pie shell, make it nice and even. And we're going to throw it in the freezer because we want this to set up and to be nice and chilled and hard when we go to add the next layer. So we've got all that in, and I'm going to go to the freezer. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add, this is a can of sweetened condensed milk. You know, that's one of those things, just give me a spoon and I could just eat it right out of the can. So to add that with cream cheese, which I could just eat by itself too, it's going to be yummy together. So 1 can of that into the mixer. And then we're also going to add a block of cream cheese. I didn't say this was going to be light. This is a nice rich dessert. And I let the cream cheese come to room temperature, so you want it really soft so that it blends well. So I'm going to turn my little mixer on here. Hang on. Now we're going to turn the mixer on. I am a cook, I am not an electrician, and I tend to blow things up all the time. So, we're going to mix it up really well. Makes this nice, smooth, rich, tangy, yummy filling for our pie. Okay, now what we're going to do is I'm just going to cut some lemons, and you can use as many as you want. I think I'm going to use maybe 4 or 5 lemons, and then I'm going to taste it. So how cool is that to be able to adjust it to whatever you want it to be. Gotta have one of these handy dandy little lemon juicers. And I think what I'm gonna do to make this easy is I'm gonna use the same little dish that I had the sweetened condensed milk in. Okay, I've never made this recipe with cream cheese before, so I have to taste this because if it's not good, I'm not gonna submit it. Oh my gosh. Whoa! My family cracks up when I do that. I can't believe the extra layer of flavor and creaminess that the cream cheese added to that. So, Mom, I've taken your recipe and made it a lot better. Okay, I am adding, this is the juice of 3 lemons, and I'm gonna strain it just to make sure I didn't get any little seeds or anything. And I'm gonna mix it up again, and then you gotta taste it, because, you know, you gotta remember, do you want the pucker factor or no? So I'm gonna mix it up again, make sure it's all incorporated and not splattering out. And I wish you could smell this. It smells so fresh and lemony. And it'd be great on a hot summer day, especially in Georgia, because it's just the end of May and it's already like 90 degrees outside. I'm surprised my hair is not frizzing because of all the humidity. Okay, so I gotta taste it again. Not enough pucker. I'll be back in a minute. All right, I added a couple more lemons to it. So now let's check the pucker factor. Oh my gosh. It's so good. All right, the other thing that I'm gonna do is I got a little zester here, and I'm gonna get just a little bit of the outside of the lemon. This is also gonna give it some more lemon flavor, but when you're doing this, make sure, and y'all probably know this because you're real women of Philadelphia. We know how to cook, right? Make sure that you don't get too deep into the skin. You don't want that white pith because that's bitter. So I'm just gonna take this off, and I'll just cut it up just a little bit. And look, I've made a huge mess, but y'all can get over that, right? My husband says, do you have to dirty up every dish in the kitchen while you're cooking? Well, yeah, I do. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna add the zest of 1 lemon. Stir it up again. And so glad it's not blowing a fuse. All right. And that's it. I'm gonna pull the pie out of the freezer. And we are just going to pour this right on top. I'm gonna save this for one of my kids to lick in a little bit. And here is all this yummy, yummy filling that's going on the top of this pie. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to eat it! All right, I'm just gonna spread that along. And then you want to put it in the freezer because it's a lemon ice cream pie. It's got to be frozen. So we'll throw this in the freezer for a few hours. I'm going to garnish it in a little bit and then we'll be ready to eat it. So I'll be back in a few. Don't put that in the video, please. Okay, I know I've been really silly today, but I've decided that this dessert really needs to be treated with a romantic side because it's so great. It's so luscious. So I'm going to taste it. There's crunchy from the graham cracker crust. There's creamy from the ice cream. And then you have this layer of creamy citrus lemony goodness. And I hope that y'all like this as much as my family likes it. And I've enjoyed making it for you. So y'all have a great day and I will see you soon.